Good morning, everyone. It's Hanifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, my contemplative time has been all about change and changing from one experience or one person or one memory of ourselves to another, which again we do every single morning, right? Every single morning we wake up fresh and it's a fresh start. And I just wrote a blog post about this last night, so of course it's in my mind right now. And I thought I would share this quotation that I came across by Theodor Reik. It says, "The secret of human happiness is not in self-seeking, but in self-forgetting. The secret of human happiness is not in self-seeking, but in self-forgetting." So this is our human level self, right? So what we thought we did yesterday that we might not have been so happy with, we might wake up with this awareness of yesterday, and it makes us feel like I'm not so happy. I'm in the exact same spot that I was yesterday. But we always have a choice of which spot we want to be in when we wake up or start a day. And of course, we've got a choice in every moment of now, too, right? But this idea of starting fresh is often something that people don't think too much about. But I would like to draw your attention. I'll definitely put my blog post just under this video. But there's also a quotation that I came across which also encompassed some of this idea of fresh starts. Fresh starts are also about changes, right? And one of the things that people find least easy to do are adapting to change. And this is, of course, what I help a lot of people with, whether with grief recovery or with brain retraining. But this quotation by Anatole France says, "All changes, even the most longed for, have their melancholy. For what we leave behind us is a part of ourselves. We must die one life before we can enter another." Now, this sounds so not easy, right? But remember that you have let go of being a child. You have let go of being an infant long ago. You have let go of probably being a teen, and you are letting go of different things without even consciously thinking of it. You are letting go as you're dying one experience to welcome another or enter another. And then I thought I would put this all together with the whole idea of the more we grow and expand, the more our brain grows and expands too. And this is usually the frontal cortex that is developing. And in the brain, when we can think from that area of the frontal cortex, and people talk about the prefrontal cortex, same idea. And so now we're linking this whole idea of change and expansion with what's actually happening with us biologically too. And this quotation really hit the spot for me for that. This quotation says, "The frontal cortex makes you do the harder thing when it is the right thing to do." This is by Robert Sapolsky, and this quotation again says, "The frontal cortex makes you do the harder thing when it is the right thing to do." So you can imagine that in our most primitive thinking, we're using kind of the mammalian or pre-mammalian brain. It's the various earliest stage of brain development that we had that is just based on impulsive reactions, right? So this just the fight or flight sort of idea is our more instinctive, and it's really strong in our system. That's also the area that deals with fear, because when we have fear, that's when we move into fight or flight. But when we are developing, and certainly if we've got the luxury of having our basic needs met, like Maslow's hierarchy, when we're moving into self-development and growth and expansion, we're using a different part of our brain. And it's usually not the easy thing to do, but it is always the right thing to do when you're making choices or adapting to choices and changes in your life. So today I would love for you to sit for 5 minutes and just think about one change that is happening maybe today and how you are adapting. And are you using your frontal cortex, or are you moving into instinctive patterns of behavior? I'd love for you to sit and contemplate that for yourself today. I wish you a fantastic day ahead, and I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.